Peace. Welcome to the channel. I am aTone. This is aTone Tarot. Capricorn, what's up? We tapping in, tuning in, and finding out what my Capricorns need to know as it relates to the closing of February. So the second half of February on out to the closing of February, we're going to find out what you need to know. I will be tapping in via a few different decks. I'm going to kick us off with what you need more of and what you will see more of at the end of February via my Egyptian Oracle deck. I'll then hop over to the tarot, pull 10 cards to get an overview of that time frame. I'll then see what's going on as it relates to some characters, individuals, and events via my character oracle deck. I'll also take a peek at finance, family, as well as friends via the Kipper, and I'm gonna close us out with a T spread. So without further ado, Capricorn, let's get up into your message. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you could, please go ahead, smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate that. Also, if it don't apply, let it fly, Capricorn. Don't force the message. Take what resonates and leave the rest. To my new viewers, welcome to the channel. Returning viewers, welcome back. I greatly appreciate you guys. But let's get up into this message for my Capricorn collective and see what you need more of and will see more of as February closes. I'm going to pull one card from this Egyptian Oracle to find out what you need more of and what you will see more of, Capricorn. I hope all is well with everyone. And we are settling into the new year. Can you believe it? We are right around the corner from springtime already. But let's see what's going on with my Capricorn in this particular season. What do they need more of? And what will they see more of? Hermitage. Hermitage is like a very wise journey that you go on, or a journey that you go on throughout life where you gain wisdom on the path, right? Through experience, through mistake, through other people's experiences, through other people's mistakes. So what you need more of and what you will see more of is reflection around your journey in this life, Capricorn, and what it actually means. How your journey and what your journey means to you and the people around you. How it will impact you years from now. I'm picking up on a Capricorn collective who are looking at the days ahead and the path ahead and are preparing themselves mentally, emotionally, and even financially for what is to come on your hermitage. You're really looking at yourself from an individual perspective, and this is coming out as what you need more of and what you will see more of, because I'm picking up on a Capricorn collective who has spent a nice bit of their life dedicating to others, being of service to others. And this season is about self right now for my Capricorn. So your hermitage or your journey in life is going to take center stage at the end of February, Capricorn. So that should be very enlightening for you. Cathartic, I hope, is another feeling that you get from that. You know, you're able to release some things that aren't serving you and pick up some skills, family, friends along the way that will help support you. Because just because people family don't mean they in your direct proximity. But I am picking up on some of you who may be reuniting with family or working with family in a different capacity that you might not have in the past. So working with family members that you might not have been close to in prior years, but moving forward, you're developing a unique relationship with a family member, Capricorn, that you may not have anticipated. But let's see what's going on with the tarot for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 10 cards, please, for my Cappies as it relates to the end of February. My moon is in Capricorn, and I can relate to this Hermitage card because my journey in this life and all of the things that I've endured and where I'm going and just having those reflective moments, hopeful moments, manifesting moments, prayerful moments. I'm picking up on all of that. Capricorns who are resting and getting their energy levels ready for what is to come because they know the journey ahead is going to be a enduring one. Endurance is something you guys are fully aware you're going to need. So you getting your rest right now. Some of you may be hibernating very nicely right now in the winter months. But when that spring season comes around the corner, you're probably going to hit the ground running. But right now, it's a time of rest at the end of February for quite a few of you. And you are enjoying it, taking it in, and being present and aware in this moment right now. Let's see what it's going to be for my Cappies in the close of February. What we got for my Capricorns? I'm speaking to a Capricorn collective who is highly favored by some ancestors, the Almighty, and their spirit guides. They manifesting and getting ready. They know what's coming to them. The Most High and your ancestors are also seeing the favor and the benevolence that you are bestowing upon your people, Capricorn. This is a Capricorn who gives from their heart. They don't pull out a camera when they feed the homeless. They genuinely see someone in need along their journey and they give and they keep it moving without a thought to it because they were compelled to do so and they are being obedient. And because they are being obedient, they are being blessed. Yeah, protected against people who may not necessarily have the Capricorn's best intentions in mind. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, Capricorn. Let me back it on up and recite these cards. You received the Magician, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Star, Judgment, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. I have to say, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. This is jealousy, envy, and for no real reason. This is someone having envious thoughts and feelings towards you, Capricorn, and all you're doing is showing up as your natural, kind self. You don't want no smoke. You ain't here to bother nobody. You minding your business, taking care of yourself, moisturizing your skin, drinking water, and offering good advice when asked, and minding your business otherwise. And still, with all of those things being done on your part, people still cannot help themselves in judging you and wanting you to suffer some losses. It's not all hate around you, Capricorn, but there are some who just don't like that you are as happy-go-lucky and lighthearted as you are, despite some of the losses that these people have set you up for. With this Five of Coins being here, somebody might have they thought they were taking the rug right up out from underneath of you, Capricorn. But you had a trick up your sleeve, didn't you? Yeah, somebody thought they was going to put you in a position to have you stuck. And you like, gotcha, bitch. My backup game strong. My contingency plan list is checked and double checked, baby. Don't play with me. I ain't gonna never let nobody put me in the position to have me out here assed out. My Capricorns don't ass bet. They don't ass bet. And for those of you who don't know what ass betting is, you probably be out here ass betting. Writing your mouth, writing checks that your ass can't cash. You know? Out here just a yiggity, yiggity, yiggity yak, but ain't got nothing to support it. Right? They say you should walk silently and carry a big stick. And my Capricorns are fully well versed in that lesson. Oh yeah, they don't be announcing all of their movements and plans, but they talk a lot. They're sociable. You know, hey, what's up? How's everybody? How's the kids? How's everybody? And because you're not talking about maybe your plans and what future endeavors you have in the works, people think you don't have anything going on, Capricorn. But contraire, do you ever? Yeah, but it ain't none of their business. And with this Seven of Swords being here, you are being advised to continue to move in silence, Capricorn. Move with stealth. Don't share everything that you're doing, because somebody think they gonna have you out in the snow, out in the cold, while you over here on the parade waving at everybody. And they like, how is Capricorn the center of attention when I thought I cut up their outfit? Somebody really thought they had you. And the Capricorn was a few steps ahead, right? This is the energy of you gotta play a sucker to catch a sucker. Yeah, that's what my Capricorns did. Somebody learned the lesson the hard way, messing around with a Capricorn, thought they was going to play in a Capricorn face. No. Just because they was quiet or not boastful and bragging about whatever they are pouring into doesn't mean they aren't pouring into something. And it don't mean that somebody ain't pouring into them either. I'm just saying. It ain't always about what is being said. Sometimes it's about what's not being said that is prevalent. But let's get on up into this relationship oracle deck and see what people, places, things, energies, and events may be popping off for my Capricorns at the end of February. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's up. Because this is interesting. This is a natural and gradual shift in behavior for my Capricorns, but it's so gradual that people around you may not notice that something changed with my Capricorns. They are, what's the word I'm looking for? They're editing their strategy. They learn something on the fly, and then they implemented a change. And that change that they implemented, it was small, but they refined their plan just a little bit. They tweaked their plan just a little bit because they're learning. You gaining knowledge left and right on this journey that you are on, Capricorn, and you are refining as you go. But let's see what's up. This going on in the, yeah, that poker face is there. My Capricorns have a mean poker face, strong poker face. Look you right in the eye and lie. Lie with tears in their eyes. I'm picking up, I am Kaiser Sose. It's that type of energy. The switch up is real. Like, somebody turn their back. Somebody real incognito. They in incognito mode. I don't do cards that fall on the floor, Capricorn. I feel as though they are beneath me. They are beneath you. We don't do those cards. Only the ones that hit the deck count. This is an incubation period too for my Capricorns. Healing from some heavy stuff that has occurred in your life with love and family dynamics and how you show up as a earner, a provider, producer in your family and or friend group. Capricorn, you receive the sword and the rose, poker face, girl with the snake, the butterfly, soulmates, sunglasses, grounding, healing heart, karmic relationship, and healthy choices. So for my Capricorns with this spread, it's a few different things going on. Change is gradual. It's slow. It's beautiful too if you can watch it and fast forward and speed it up, right? But the journey, and if it's really looked at and you take a step back and widen the lens, you don't necessarily see that change. Remember, I said I was picking up on a Capricorn that was refining and iterating and implementing on the fly changes. And those changes, they're like small slits. Like imagine a razor blade slicing. You don't feel that pain right away, but if it keeps slicing, after a while, you like, oh my goodness, I'm leaking over here. But it's that slow chipping away of the cut that creates that damage and weakens the skin. That is exactly the energy that I'm picking up on with my Capricorn. With this snake being here, is slow, it's deliberate, it's intentional. It's making sure that maybe you're not being detected, that you don't want the change to be detected because you may not want a significant other or some friends and family who are very close to you and know you in and out. You may not want them to see it. You know, you trying to hide in plain sight, Capricorn. Because you're wanting to ground yourself and heal some things, and you want to do it on your own. And it's like, you know, you love the people that may offer you advice and support, but whatever this is, this journey that you're going on, remember I said hermitage, that's a solo walk. People can love you to the moon and back, right? But some things they cannot walk with you and through. You have to do that on your own. And there's a certain awareness that my Capricorns have around that. So they are isolating and maybe putting some distance between family members because they're like, I have to do this by myself. I have to unpack whatever this is by myself because I want to tailor and tweak and sculpt who I become by myself. So no one can say that there was any external influence by family, spouses, children, co-workers. This Capricorn is in a state of wanting to ground themselves and heal things inside of them and make healthy choices so that they don't wind up in a circle, right? They do not want to cut corners as it relates to their karmic understanding, right? They want to do the work from beginning to end, skipping no steps, because they understand the importance of being intentional, deliberate, and putting in that work and what will come out of it. Because I'm probably speaking to a Capricorn collective who has experienced it the other way, where they have cut corners and they have tried to get by and save time or save face or salvage people's feelings. And you're realizing, nah, that's not the way to do it. You know, I'd rather hurt you with a lie than love you. I'd rather hurt you with the truth than love you with a lie, is what I'm picking up on for my Capricorn collective. And that is something that you are telling yourself. You are wanting to be honest with yourself. You're not lying to yourself. You're not burying your head in the sand anymore about certain issues, problems, and challenges that you're having with people in your life, in certain relationships. And you might have struggled with that in the past, Capricorn. But let's take a look at friends, family, and finance via this Kipper deck for my Capricorn collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you haven't done so already, what you waiting for, Capricorn? Go ahead, smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe for your girl. I'd appreciate that. I would greatly appreciate that. My sea goats. Them goats. My moon is Capricorn. So that's when the bossy side of me come out, when I start telling people what to do. But, you know, everybody need a leader. Somebody got to lead. Why not me? That's what the Capricorns say. Why not me? All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As it relates to the close of February for my Capricorns. That was the one that fell on the floor too. Family room. I thought it should come back. I was like, this is a family situation. Maybe an intervention is happening, like a makeshift intervention is happening with a family. A serious, important conversation needs to be had amongst the family. Where some of you may need to travel. Yeah, you received a message or a letter in the mail and you have to go to this family member's location that is a distance away from you, Capricorn. So some of you may be traveling to family at the close of February over the concern of a loved one, because concern is here twice. So because you're concerned, you want to put your eyes on this person. Yeah, you're very worried, or someone is worried about you, Capricorn. Someone is worried about you and they are traveling towards you, or will be traveling towards you, making plans to travel towards you. A spouse. Two more cards. One more card. All right, Capricorn. Yeah, so you received family room, and some of you may be considering relocating with change at the bottom of the deck. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You receive family room, distant horizon, message of concern, despair, marriage, false person, toil and labor, high honor, and courtship. So a couple of messages here for my Capricorn collective. A family member that you are concerned about. Some of you will be traveling to them to make sure that you can see them. Maybe you had a phone call with them and they did not sound like themselves. You don't trust the reports that maybe somebody is giving you on a family member, and you like, nah, I don't. They saying Auntie Susan is okay, but I need to see Auntie Susan for myself because I don't trust whoever is taking care of Auntie or this loved one. Someone is not being forthright and honest about the condition or care of a loved one, and someone's wanting to confirm that, like, yeah, well, we gonna go see and make sure that the right amount of work and love and care is being put into this situation. Because I don't know if you've ever cared for a loved one who cannot care for themselves. That is a labor of love, and if you are not doing it from love, man, some wicked behavior, I'll just say, can begin to show up. And someone who is important in this family is coming in and saying, no, I'm not going to let you do my elderly loved one like this. So there's an elder who may have fell ill, and my Capricorn needs to make sure that this elder is being properly taken care of. Someone doesn't trust how this person is handling this elder's care. Something around a family coming together to support an elder who cannot support themselves is going to be a topic of conversation amongst a family at the end of February in one capacity or another, because maybe one person is carrying the load in the family, caring for this individual. Like, I'm picking up on a Capricorn who is like, look, there's 15 of us in this family, but I'm the only one supporting this elder and I need help. And my Capricorn is calling a meeting. Remember, I said I was channeling an intervention, like a makeshift intervention or a family meeting. We need to have a family meeting about this elder because somebody is not properly caring for them, or they're in danger of elder abuse because they're out there by themselves. We need to come together and work together as a family to get this thing right, because we should be ashamed of ourselves by way of how this situation is being handled with this elder, is what I'm hearing a Capricorn say. Yeah, somebody is calling maybe a family member on the carpet and saying, no, you need to step up and be there for this elder. And somebody is calling a Capricorn, or a Capricorn is calling someone to relocate. Like, nah, you need to move closer to your mother, to your father, to your uncle, because you are the only descendant or a person that they have to help them. And yeah, my Capricorn is on a mission to say, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. You need to help. And before I close this message out and move on, with courtship being here and marriage in the spread, I also picked up on, because my Capricorn is so dedicated to this cause, because it's an honorable cause. My Capricorn understands that the elderly and children are the most vulnerable individuals in our society, and they must be properly taken care of. And because my Capricorn understands that, they have tossed everything else to the back burner. including maybe a new relationship that may be suffering or is going to have some strain because of the amount of time and frustration my Capricorn is lending to this family thing. Or your new partner is coming in to help you more than your family, Capricorn. You might be dating someone and dealing with someone. A new relationship is like, you know what? That sucks that your family isn't helping you and supporting you through this thing. I got you, boo. What you need. And there you have it. And that's another feather in your cap to fall in love with this person even more, at the rate that they are willing to help support you and hold your hand even through this thing, Capricorn. And just maybe listen to you vent about it. It could be something as small as that. I say small, but that could be big enough for a Capricorn to help get them through and continue to keep their batteries charged through this walk in this hermitage. All right, let's see what's the T on my Capricorns. What are people saying? Somebody talking about something in a family is all I'm hearing and picking up on for this spread. But let's see. So your money must be straight, Capricorn. Your money moves must be just flowing like water. You good. You ain't rich. You ain't broke. You right where you need to be. So money feels like it's all right. But this family situation is giving you a little bit of angst. But let's see what's up with my Capricorn collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 10 cards from this curiosity deck for my Capricorns. One more card, please. All right, Capricorn. You guys received misunderstood, court date, fantasy world, curated image, breaking free, backstab, status symbol, pulling strings, doing the work. So it's a couple of things going on in this spread as it relates to the T for my Capricorn. So one major message that I got, and I heard this loud and clear. If you were wondering why you're not getting the support, Capricorn, from other friends and family who should probably be doing the work around this family member, or whatever is the issue with this family member and elder, it's entitlement. It's entitlement. Whoever this is that you're looking at and shaking your head, Capricorn, like, why aren't you helping, or why aren't you doing what I'm doing? And, you just feel dumbfounded as to why this person isn't leaping into action, and maybe you're having to, or someone's having to go to extreme measures to force this person to act. It's entitlement. This person was raised to be given and handed everything. That reality hasn't hit them yet. So, and there's a saying that I hear, and I firmly believe in this. You raise your children and you can spoil your grandchildren. But if you don't raise your kids and you spoil your kids, you're going to wind up having to raise your grandchildren. because you spoiled your children. So someone was spoiled, someone was handed things at an early age without having to work for them, and it created a mindset that made them lazy. I'm gonna just go ahead and call it like I see it. Somebody is lazy, and they will quickly locate somebody else to do the work for them. Quick, fast, in a hurry, and will talk trash about the person doing the work. Like, oh yeah, you missed a spot, or you should have did it this way. Like the audacity of you to talk trash about ultimately what you should be doing. Criticizing, critiquing, looking down on something that they should be doing, right? They should be doing the work. But I'm really picking up on my Capricorns putting in the work and shouldering most of the responsibility in this situation. And part of you, a big part of you, Capricorn, wants to break free from all of it and just say, screw it, fuck it. I'm going to do how they do. I'm going to go online and act like my life is just perfect. Don't do that. Don't do that, Capricorn. You can't. I don't even think you would be able to live with yourself. You be tossing and turning. You wouldn't be at peace. But you do not understand. You do not understand why this person is behaving this way. Because I know misunderstood seems as if that's the person that should be given grace, but no, this is how the person comes off. Like, you guys just don't understand the life that I had. Yes, we do. We grew up with you. We saw the life that you had. Fuck out of here with that. Those are excuses. You're lazy. And as soon as somebody turns their back for clout, for the right price, put a knife right in your back. Watch this person. Watch this person. Because, people that don't look out for their elders that raised them, I have a raised eyebrow towards them. I'm going to just say that. That's my personal opinion. I understand our parents are not perfect, and we all have our reasons for why we do and don't do things for or with them and all of that. But, take it from a person who's without their parent. And hindsight is 2020, and you have to learn to live with some regrets. When you hear that voice inside of you telling you to do something that you may not want to do, feel like doing, may even have the funds to do. If you're called to do it, be obedient. Be obedient, because that regret or the hindsight and the lesson that you learn on the back end can cost you so heavily that you be like, damn, that thing that I didn't want to do would have taken me 10 minutes to finish. But now I got to pay for 10 years, something that I could have easily fixed and taken care of in that moment. But that is your message, Capricorn. Until next time, I hope that this helps. Peace.